Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Nick from Rise Up Reactions. I'm back with another video. Today we got Atmosphere and the woman with tattooed hands is a request from Adrian from Reaction Therapy. And I'm excited to get into this. Have I reacted to Atmosphere? I don't think I have. I don't think personally I have. But I'm excited to check it out. Without further ado, let's go. The woman with tattooed hands. And Tom just connected his AirPods, as you can see at the top. Wonderful. Gonna have to yell down to Tom to disconnect his AirPods. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it. Should I just leave that in the video? That'd be funny. Here we go. Woman with tattooed hands. I like the vibe.
I used to know this woman who had the most beautiful tattoos on the top sides of both of her hands. She was 43 years old, and as far as I know, had never yet been with a man. It's not that she wasn't attractive, she was beautiful, but it was the way that she interacted. She was aggressively passive, to the point where she would have intimidated any myth that ever tried to catch it. On the right
Man, so passive, no, it wasn't passively aggressive, it was aggressively passive. Interesting, because usually you say passive aggressive, but I don't know if that's anything different than aggressively passive. Maybe it was just trying to get it to rhyme. I don't know. Let's go back.
But it was the way that she interacted. She was aggressively passive, to the point where she would have intimidated any myth that ever tried to catch it. On the right hand, she had a tattoo of a nude girl. She claimed it is what God resembled. But on the left, she had a mirrored image of the same female, and this one, she explained, looked like the devil. I remember once watching her touch her own breasts, how the tattoo smiled as they stared down her stomach, as if anticipating when they'd be allowed to caress the sweet flower that they both seemed to hunger. Sweet flower. Now maybe I was high, but it felt so right. Heaven and hell both take to this woman's womb. It didn't make sense how she could commence touching herself with me wide awake in the same room. But if I've learned anything in my years, I've learned I no longer believe in surprise. But what happened next damn near stole my tears. The tattoos came alive right in front of my eyes. They both slowly stood up and climbed off her hands, and showed me why she never took some time with a man. They climbed deep inside of this woman's garden. She closed her eyes and she gently bit her bottom lip. I stepped, I left, and I don't regret leaving. And I'll never forget all the things I saw that evening. A glimpse of religion, a piece of coming closer to understanding more about what intrigues me most. I didn't get turned on, I just got turned.
This song is crazy. This video was released 22 years ago. I've never heard this. It's crazy. This is a crazy song. Like, it's interesting. Like, they've come alive and like a real like people. So interesting. It's got to be a metaphor for something, right?
I stepped, I left, and I don't regret leaving. And I'll never forget all the things I saw that evening. A glimpse of religion, a piece of coming closer to understanding more about what intrigues me most. I didn't get turned on, I just got turned. I wasn't as aroused as I was concerned. For each one of them I've hurt, and every time I've been burned, I've got a lot to teach, but even more to learn. So now I keep my eyes open, hoping to take in all I can about woman, taking in all she can. And for as long as I breathe, I'll save a seat in my memory for that woman with the tattooed hands. There's good and evil in each individual, for I identifies needs and feeds our desires. As long as we keep our spirit inspired, she can bite her bottom lip all she wants. There's good and evil in...
I think so. What I'm taking, I could be wrong. What I'm taking is with that part, there's good and evil in each of us. The tattoos, or one was like representing God, is what it said. The other one is the devil, and they come out and like are real. Like I feel like that just means they're conscious. Like tattoos mean like we have a good conscience, bad conscience kind of thing. Like we could have God or a figure that you look up to, and then you have the devil who like telling you to do bad things, and it's kind of like the both. Like we have both of those, and which one are we gonna choose to let rise or come out? Is what I kind of thinking this might mean.
She can bite her bottom lip all she wants. There's good and evil in each individual fire, identifies needs and feeds our desires. As long as we keep our spirit inspired, she can bite her bottom lip all she wants. There's good and evil in each individual fire, identifies needs and feeds our desires. As long as we keep our spirit inspired, she can bite her bottom lip all she wants. There's good and evil in each individual fire, identifies needs and feeds our desires. As long as we keep our spirit inspired, she can bite her bottom lip all she wants. There's good and evil in each individual fire, identifies needs and feeds our desires. As long as we keep our spirit inspired, she can bite her bottom lip all she wants. There's good and evil in each individual.
I love how it went all the way to the end, was saying the same thing. Yeah, that was Atmosphere, the Woman with Tattooed Hands. Let me know if I am on the right track with this. I feel like it has to do with like we each have a good and bad conscience. We have, you know, whether you believe in God or a God or not, you have like a good side that tells you to do the right thing. Then you have a bad telling you to do the wrong thing. And it's like, which one will you let prevail, I guess. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. I don't know. Let me know what you want me to do next, though. Thank you so much for the request. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next Rise Up Reaction.